This information played tonight, Hilarion is brought to the karmic board, and there is an action of justice and divine judgment upon all of these companies and individuals involved. And we are employed as revelators to others to share this information. And if we choose to write letters to the president, to whoever, to register a complaint, first you can write a letter to the karmic board and registering your complaint and call for divine justice to manifest. In fact, you can do this anytime. You can name each karmic board member or just the entire karmic board, and you can do this very quickly and name the names of these companies and the individuals, for instance, in these exposés. And then maybe give some prayers to give the energy to God to then intercede. We as light bearers become nexus points for all these revelations to now go forth to the planet, to as many people as have open hearts, open ears, open minds to listen, to view them, and to have righteous indignation, and then to do our spiritual work. The Master Hilarion, as a healing master as well as a master of divine truth, has the divine antidotes to all of these situations within his causal body, because as a Chohan, when you rise into that position in hierarchy, in addition to having the responsibility to bear the emerald ray, in this case, for the planet and all evolutions here in your being, and to glorify God through that ray, you also receive a great impetus of cosmic light from cosmic councils and from the Divine One, God Him herself, to be able to handle this responsibility with a great, great mantle of light. So I see Hilarion as a great healing master and an exponent of truth and divine awareness, blazing forth through his being. And I'd like you to show the image of Hilarion that we showed last week. Blazing forth that emerald light with such divine power and glorified radiation that none will be able to stand within the shadows of the lie and hide their activities of darkness. Moving forward in this age of revelation. This is an age of divine revelation, of accelerated progressive revelation. And just as the days are shortened for the elect, as a part of the shortening of those days for the elect, there is the acceleration of divine revelation that manifests through the just and divine media. And remember, the Master said, we are the new media. Show Hilarion, please, from, there we go. We are the new media. We have to individually take accountability and responsibility to bear this light of revelation within our beings and to hold the dynamic and the light field in our auras, in our chakras, and in our causal body to thwart the efforts of those who are seeking to hide these truths and these revelations. And the mass media is all in cahoots right now, what we call the mainstream or the lamestream media. They are trying to stifle every true revelation of what is real, what is virtuous, what is divinely ordained. And it is an Orwellian society which we must counter. We are in the midst of what it was like during the days of the Nazi march of darkness across Europe. And if we do not stand up for truth, if we do not do what we can do as advocates for truth, we will also bear the consequences because we are alive right now. This is not a threat. It's simply a truth that we, as light bearers, light workers, light sharers, have the responsibility and accountability to act through prayer work, through divine decrees that we give through the power of the spoken word. These are divine decrees. Just as a king in the past would issue a decree, we know that these decrees, these divine decrees, using the power of the spoken word through our throat chakras, have cosmic effects in the world of form because we know this science. We use the sacred word of the I Am name of God in our affirmations and decrees. We call forth that light, and these divine decrees are acted upon by angels of the sacred fire and cosmic beings and the Chohans and many masters. And they do all that they can do within the realm of what is legal, spiritually, and by God's will to intercede in our domain through these powerful prayers. We are called tonight to be these revelators, as well as being the new media. And as the revelation manifests through our consciousness, through our higher awareness, and through our ability to share these truths and these new revelations of these very courageous individuals, such as this doctor who put this very excellent presentation together earlier this year in September, the truth itself will go forth as a powerful energy matrix and as like in waves of emerald light. And it will compel, through the power of these truths, the light to descend and to dissolve the lie, the liar, and all that is deceptive and really illogical. It is illogical in the highest sense for these people to be doing what they're doing because they know that they are working for the darkness when they hide the truth. They know that they are working for greed and for lust for power and money when they keep the effects of these drugs and these vaccines from the people and from anyone involved. It is not the common person that is responsible for most of these decisions, and yet now we know, because some of us in former lives lived through these draconian times of Nazi Germany, etc., we know that we must speak up because some of us had to come back after that time because maybe we didn't stand fully for the truth, and now we have an opportunity to do it. So God bless you all for being advocates for truth, progressive revelators of these divine truths, and the teachings of the Ascended Masters through this dispensation have the powerful spiritual edge and the dynamic light energy to deal with these issues with the answers from heaven that are sent forth with pinpoint accuracy, with the cosmic edge of the light to deal with what is essential now. Remember that the angels, God himself, herself, have the solutions to everything that is transpiring. We just give God the authority to act in our world through his emissaries, the angels, the masters, and these divine beings. So we've done this through our prayers tonight, and we'll end, even if we go just a couple minutes over, with the song to 50.005, I Am the Truth, the keynote of beloved Hilarion. Onward, Christian Soldiers is the melody. Thank you so much for being with us. God bless you for being within this hour of truth and carrying this hour forward every hour of every day toward the victory of the light.